she called me in a panic, told me the story, and said I need to get to the hospital right away. And there was the seller, which was the woman in the hospital, and her kids were trying to help her move out because the day of the closing, they needed to move out of that house because the buyer was moving in. So everything was like on a timely manner. Went to the hospital. She was in the ICU, and I were going back and forth with the family the day before. She should be at the ICU by tomorrow for you to go to the hospital. And I'm like, perfect. She got discharged from the ICU the next morning, and Title called me. What had happened was her ID. So her ID from her being in the hospital with everything being so urgent, her purse and her ID was left with her daughter back in Charles County. I said, I don't have an ID. She's in the hospital. She's got the ICU. I have her documents, how she's going to sign. I need proper identification, which I understood because she was in a hospital. Got her proper identification from the family. Went to her bedside. She was awake, and the hospital had to hold her medication because I had to tell them like she needs to be alert and very aware of what she's signing. I don't want her to be medicated while she's signing. She needs to be awake and be able to sign clearly. They held off her medication for the morning, had to go at a certain time before her medicine, before her surgery. So went to the hospital early. She was ready to go. She signed her documents. I got her proper identification immediately, like literally, like right when I was in the room, the staff was coming in, like timing me, like, are you done? She needs to have her medicine. We have to prepare her for the surgery. Signed it, everything got done, and she was so relieved. The family was relieved. Agent was relieved because everything was like urgent. She went by ambulance. It was totally unexpected. We got her closing done, and I think that right there was just like, wow. I know how everything is time sensitive, but this was a different scale of timing, because it was an emergency and there was medications involved, timing involved, and surgery involved. So not only was that, but I had to make sure I get it done quickly so everything is stay on time with her surgery to make sure she's not missing her surgery and to be able to close her house for her kids and move her out. So that was really my biggest pressurized
Mhm.
notarization that I had to do to make sure that everything was done on a timely manner. There was two things involved, so I got it done on
Yeah.
time, and everybody was very thankful for that.
I mean, I'll say timing, caring, professional,
Yeah.
all present there in that situation
Yeah.
perfectly.